From the podcaster. Powered by Timbre Media.
Mahesh, on a final note, if you were to help us with some affirmations or perhaps some mantras that are good to sort of keep close to you in a time like this, what would you say should be part of everybody's daily ritual?
Yeah. I would go back to the 3 C's that I talked about, control, choice, and competence. And while we feel all this negativity and this lack of choice, lack of control, and lack of competence, this is also an opportunity to recognize that we are always still choice-making creatures. We are making choices every day, and we can make better choices even in the worst of situations. So the second thing I would say is that even as far as competence is concerned, maybe we can't enjoy doing what we are best at, but there is still an opportunity to learn and develop competence in other things that are not usually our focus.
Right.
Yeah. And as far as control is concerned, certainly things may not be in our control, but to use the old adage saying, we can't control what happens to us, but we can certainly control how we respond to it.
Absolutely.
So if we are able to try and hold loving kindness as a guiding factor to how we respond to difficult situations, we will find that we are able to work better with everybody around us, and we will be able to avoid situations like where there are paranoid societies trying to throw out doctors from their housing complexes or treating nurses differently now.
Right.
And we'll be able to work with them with loving kindness, relating to people with more compassion. And in that way, we can exercise greater control over our environment.
Can't agree more. Kindness, compassion, those 2 things would be the need of the hour. On a lighter note, Mahesh, anything that you've been, any hobby or interest that you found time for through all of this that you're taking joy in? Because art and, culture really coming to the rescue for a lot of people to lighten things up. Anything that you'd like to recommend?
I'm writing a lot more, and I'm doing that a lot more. And interestingly, my partner is doing most of the cooking now. So,
the tables have turned.
The tables have turned, and which is fun for me. And right now, I'm spending a lot of more time with my parents who are living by themselves in Bangalore. So I'm mostly there.
Right.
And so I'm also listening to my mum and dad share a lot of stories about their grandmothers and their great-grandmothers.
Right.
And it gives me time to kind of chat with them and catch up on their stories, which is also something I would certainly recommend for people living in multi-generational families. This is the time to kind of really let the older people reminisce and talk about life in the 1920s, 30s, 50s, 60s, whatever they can remember.
Yeah.
It's good to understand and document that part of our family history.
Absolutely. Is that what you're also working on? Is that the writing that you're doing, or is it
Some of
novel?
it, Some of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here's wishing you the very best, and stay safe, Mahesh, you and your family. And thank you so much for helping us understand what we're going through these days.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
From the podcaster. Powered by Timbre Media.